we're here at the Marcus Garvey Guest House, and today there's something special that's going to happen here. The Liberian team that arrived for the 13th African Games, they came with a unique component to their delegation. Why do I say this? It's unique because as Africa tries to bridge the continent to the diaspora, there's this great idea, actually. I don't know if Diaspora Africa Forum had something to do with it, but they are the ones hosting the Liberian team. And so the question was, why the Liberian team? But the answer is Liberia has something unique to their team because they have included the diaspora in their team. Why include the diaspora? Because they are Africans. So the Liberian team has some African Americans in their team. So check this out. Why can't Ghanaian team say have some Jamaicans in it? Why can't the Nigerian team have some Brazilians in it? As long as they are Africans. So that's the idea that's building right now. So the Liberian team is going to arrive and DAF is here to welcome them. So stay tuned. You'll get to see them when they arrive.
For the Diaspora Africa Forum. We are just honored to have in the Diaspora House today the Liberia team who won. They won silver, the women won silver, and then the men won bronze. So we're just so happy and honored to have them to come and to make a courtesy visit on myself and Dr. Tony Luck, who's the co-founder of the Diaspora Africa Forum. This is very special to us. This is the first, I understand, diaspora team that's playing in the All Africa Games. So I think Ghana did a wonderful job in terms of putting it together, and so we do kudos to Ghana. But in the Ghanaian language, we want to say Akwaba, which means welcome to the Liberia team.
Hello, this is Diaspora Network Television. I'm Jermaine Nkrumah, and I'm delighted to share a moment with Shajiz Alfe for Liberia in Ghana. His Excellency Philip Inif. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
This has been a moving occasion. I didn't expect it to be this emotional, but tell us what you thought about the Liberian team paying a courtesy visit at Diaspora Africa Forum.
I think there's a lot of significance to this visit here today. The Liberian team itself, you can add layers of meanings to it. Visiting the Diaspora African Forum premises here from a team that is composed mainly of Africans from the diaspora is in a way a manifestation of what the DAF has been pushing for a lot of time. to cementing that sort of relationship between Africa and its population in the diaspora. On the sporting side, I think this offers a lot of significance also. Few years back, it was we saw African athletes naturalizing to participate for countries outside of Africa.
Now it's the other way around.
And now it's the other way around.
Good.
We find Africans in the diaspora coming back to play for an African country. Again, Liberia has led the way in this. This is one of the first. And so you can see that the visit here today is very, very meaningful. It's a very significant event, especially as it regards to DAF own goals.
I was particularly impressed with the fact, just as you mentioned, these athletes who could have easily opted to compete for the United States, but they're competing for a country in Africa. And in fact, some of them are actually African Americans. I don't know if some of them have Liberian roots, but some of them are just African Americans, the historical diaspora, but they elected to. And this, in a way, Liberia has planted a seed, because as we try to bring in the 6th region, Liberia has taken the lead to include athletes from the United States. So do you see a future where, say, Ghana will have athletes from their natural allies in the diaspora, Jamaica, maybe Nigeria, from Brazil, Angola can have another Portuguese-speaking country, you know what I'm saying? But I think what you planted, do you see that as a way of leading to bring in an effort to bring in the 6th region into African sporting activity?
Yes, I think definitely it's a way of leading. And let me just add, some of the athletes on Team Liberia are African Americans, but some are individuals with Liberian roots. Some were actually born in Liberia but grew up in the US. But the process, for me, I think it's a process that can actually be organic.
Absolutely.
Organic in the sense that it was Liberian-born athletes who grew up in the US who initiated the process, who became much more accommodating. So Emmanuel Matadi spoke about representing Liberia one major event as the only athlete. Moving back to the US, he started to encourage other people of African descent in the diaspora, people of Liberian descent, to opt to representing their heritage, which is Liberia. So in a way, it's a process that can occur naturally. I think by Liberia taking the lead will be an eye-opener and make it easier for a lot of Africans to be much more accommodating. But I think it goes beyond that. It also is an indication that once you have that space open and you are accommodative, you can actually have people coming in. The Ghanaian Football Association has, to some degree, done that with few Ghanaian footballers with who were born outside Ghana, but with Ghanaian heritage coming back to play for Ghana. So in a way, it's something that it may not be institutionalized, but I think it's already there and it's moving. And we just need to tap on it, especially in terms of tapping on the resources, the expertise, and the talents this whole process will afford Africa. Okay.
Finally, when you were speaking, I noticed that you made it a point to highlight the fact that Liberia came ahead of Ghana.
Yes.
Now, are you trying to pick up a rivalry fight with Ghana? That's all I want to know.
No. We'll keep that rivalry for Nigeria and Ghana. We'll keep that for the Nigerians and the Ghanaians. Okay. Ghana is part of us, or we're part of Ghana, basically. We've had closer ties. If you look at our national football team, last night we played a game. We defeated Djibouti. One of the key players of that team was actually born in Ghana. Jao came Iduko or Aduko or whatever it is. So we still have few, even in our national team, Ghanaian-born Liberians,
Yeah.
people of Liberian heritage there. So we've been much more accommodative. So we are supporters of Ghana. We are not rivals of Ghana.
Okay. So Ghana Jollof versus Nigeria Jollof.
Ghana Jollof.
He's a smart guy. All right, thank you.
My wife is Ghanaian, by the way.
Oh,
so.
Well, so he has eaten Ghanaian Jollof.
Yes,
that's why he can tell from experience.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We're here at Diaspora Africa Forum with the coach of the Liberian team, Coach Cooper. What's the first name? Seyon Cooper. And I think with the performance of the Liberian team in this particular game being a notch, actually several notches up from what they've done in the past, it's a lot of credit go to you. So congratulations to start with.
Thank you.
How has the game been so far?
Well, this has been amazing. This is the first time we have had 4 medals at the Orphan Games.
Okay.
And just even having 3 from track and field, that was huge for
Okay.
us. Even though a record broken.
Right.
Both 4x1 teams ran their personal best. So,
Okay.
yes.
Their personal best at this game.
At this games, yes.
That's
so that was
huge.
impressive, yes.
So that's a lot of motivation.
Yes, it was.
So which team motivated them the most, Nigerian team or the Ghanaian team?
I think it was both.
Both.
Most of Ghana, I think.
Right, mostly
Yes.
because it's always there's an
home crowd,
incentive to beat the home team.
Yes.
Okay, so I noticed that, like I said, the Liberian team is pioneering a concept.
Yes.
And that concept is the inclusion of African Americans, some with Liberian roots. And it makes perfect sense because with Africa having the 6th region, and with Africa having the 6th region, anyone outside the continent who's black is African.
Yes.
So it cannot be that we can hold African games and exclude them, right?
Yes.
So you've taken the lead, you've included some African Americans in your team. Now, what do you expect to see next? Do you think other countries will also pick up and take it from there?
Yes, I think we want to be the blueprint for what's to come.
Okay.
So just a little brief history. We are a country of African descent, right? We went to the U.S. as a slave, and then we came back to Africa as a free man, right? And there's interesting things that happened in the early 2000s. We had athletes who were leaving African countries to run for European countries. But this is so interesting and important because with Liberia, our athletes in the States are wanting to come back and run for their home country. And so this is just, it just reflects what the diaspora means.
Do you know
to
what I
us.
call that? We have a phrase at Diaspora Network Television. In fact, I'll send it to you. It says, you went enslaved. You didn't go as slaves because you were not a slave.
Right.
You went enslaved,
Slave, right?
but came back as heroes. Every single one of you. And so when you come to the continent and you see a place like this, the Diaspora Africa Forum, with the Sankofa wall and everything and the historical presence, what does that mean to you?
I think it's first of all, it's very intense, but it's refreshing. It tells you about the power that we have, as Africans. But it tells me that the future is brighter.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to unite all of Africa, I believe.
Absolutely.
Because I think everyone comes from Africa.
Absolutely.
And it's only fitting to come back to Africa.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach Cooper, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we're here with Ebony Morrison at the Diaspora Africa Forum. Ebony Morrison, an integral part of the Liberian team that made it to the African Games in Accra. Guys paid a courtesy call here, and you got surprised.
Yes.
How did it feel?
It was a great experience. All 4 girls on the relay, we just met at this games. So for us,
Really?
yeah.
Y'all didn't know each other?
So just from social media, but we never met in real life. So for us to come together and be able to come back with a medal was really awesome.
So you met each other the first time at this game?
Yes.
So you can't do baton change on social media.
We did one practice the day before, and then that was it.
Look at that, one practice versus how many? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good. And you got
a silver.
A silver.
Yes.
Wow. And you beat Ghana.
Yes.
You know, these people don't have any respect. You come to our country and then you smoke us. And then you're proud. You say, look at her smiling and talk about it too. Okay. So, hey, how did you find Ghana? I noticed that you said this was the first time you landed on the continent.
Yes.
How did it feel?
So welcoming. The people here are lovely. I've been to Mauritius, but you know, that's detached from the big continent. But yeah, I mean, everyone just welcomed us with open arms and just having a great time.
And did you expect what you saw? I mean, you hear a lot of misconceptions about Africa.
No, I expected exactly what I got is what I expected.
Okay, all right. Talking about the games, you are from I heard Miami, Florida.
Yes.
Okay. And there's something unique that the Liberian team is doing, is that's incorporating African Americans into the team and everything. First of all, I think it's a great idea. How much do you want to see that replicated across the countries in Africa?
It would be amazing for my people to come back home. You know, honestly, we get a lot of backlash from other countries.
Okay, a backlash?
Yeah.
Why so?
Just a lot of, usually a lot of USA teams or players have an issue with us returning back home. I'm not sure why, but whatever, you know, issues and stigmas they have, it spills out.
Okay, so the backlash is not from the fellow African athletes. It was from fellow Americans. And their issue is, why are you competing for an African country?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. And did you, I know it's too late, but it would have been great to hear their answer, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, if you're black, you're African, right?
Right.
Okay, good. And so is this your first African Games?
Yes.
The next one is in 4 years.
Yes.
You're planning to attend?
I'm trying to make it to 2028, so hopefully so.
Okay.
But we'll see.
All right, very good. Let's talk about your mom being on the wall.
Yes.
This is Sankofa wall. You teared up.
Yes.
And expectedly so. What does it mean to you?
Oh, such an honor. She was a big part of me realizing my blackness. So to have her name here in Ghana, in Africa, oh my God, how powerful is that?
Exactly. Historically, do you see the names on there?
Yes.
Very good. All right, what's your parting words for, I mean, you're leaving, when are you leaving?
We leave today.
Today?
Yes.
Okay. What message do you have to the Ghanaian community and Africans as a whole?
I want to say thank you so much for welcoming us back home. I pray for all my people back home in America to be able to experience something like this. It's been nothing short of amazing, and thank you so much.
Ebony Morrison, Liberian Team Liberia, welcome and congratulations again.
Thank you.
We're here at Diaspora Africa Forum with Ambassador Erica Bennett, Dr. Erica Bennett. And if you look at what she does, every time she nails it. And you did it again.
Thank you, thank you. I do it with the help of DNT and my brother, my friend, I won't say husband, but my brother, my friend, the one who really, the personal sacrifices that he's made to really create DNT. You know, anything we can do to support it, we're happy to do it.
Thank you. You hosted the Liberian team. Of all the teams that came for the African Games, the Liberian team, why?
The Liberia team is the team of the Diaspora. All of the members are they are Liberian descent, but they're actually in the United States. Some was actually born there and they live there. And so this is exactly what we want to see more of the African countries to do, is to integrate the diaspora in all kinds of ways. You know, we have a program where we're doing the medical kinds of things as well, but this is the first one we've done with athletes. And as you know, sports and music unites people. So we're really excited, and we were delighted that they won. They won the silver and the bronze. Yeah. So we're really, really honored and glad that they're here, very much so.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, this idea, when you first told me, I was blown away by it. As you know, Africa has 5 regions before. Through your effort, we got the 6th region. Now, every region has individual countries in them. But the 6th region from afar, it looks like one block. You see what I'm saying? So now, if there's an alliance between the United States and Liberia, and as we try to include elements of the 6th region into African games, what type of model would you recommend? Since, I mean, you're the expert on this. What type of model would it be that every athlete in the diaspora can elect to be part of the Angola team regardless of what country they come from? Or would you like an alliance between an African country and a country from the diaspora so that athletes from there will join the local team, just like the United States have joined Liberia to compete in African games? What model would you?
Well, the model that I like is exactly what the Liberians did.
Okay.
You know, they took their diasporans and created a team.
Right.
You see, your thought in terms of using maybe Jamaica coming into some of these, I mean, I think it's a good idea, but initially I think that it'd be easier for us to look at different disciplines. Like I like boxing and soccer, and we have a soccer team that goes to the Olympics from the diaspora, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's evolving. And as I said, this is the first.
Right.
And we just really want to say kudos to Liberia for doing it.
Very good, very good. And then you cheered up one of the athletes. Where did that come from?
Oh, her mother had recently made her transition in 2014. And so we have the Sankofa wall. The Sankofa wall is where you put the name of your ancestors on that wall. And the saying is, we are the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. And for her to be able to put her mother's name was very, very emotional for her. And so, and that's what we want to do, is have more diasporians to put the names of their ancestors there. We have Rosa Parks, we have Harriet Tubman, we have Bob Marley, we have John Lewis, we have some of the iconic figures, you know, from around the world on that wall.
Well, Ambassador Bennett, like I said, he did it again.